And I just...
Yes, but I think what you guys do, you play the like laissez-faire, like, oh, I'm just doing this because it's fun and empowering, but it has a really, really negative effect on society. And I'm just wondering if you
I do agree because addiction is a very big thing. So like,
I don't believe in addiction.
What do you
don't believe in addiction?
It has. I mean, yeah, it hasn't scientifically been proven as a thing. Gambling has, but porn hasn't.
I think addiction is
yeah, I know. Even Billie
thing.
Eilish made a song about it.
Well, we can pull up.
But I just,
if you want,
like, do you really want to be sitting there defending, being like, addiction isn't a thing?
I'm
and
just saying, like,
selling naked
scientifically, it
pictures
hasn't
of my
been
body
proven. So
online
you can tell me
is
that
great.
all you want, but it hasn't been proven by science.
So you think that a man...
Gotta trust the studies.
I'm just saying.
I mean, is religion proven by science?
Again, I am not some like Bible thumping.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I actually have no harsh
rooted
feelings
my
towards you.
arguments in anything religious?
No, you're good. You're good.
No.
I was just questioning.
That's not what but I think you guys, like I said, can you point to one positive thing that OnlyFans does for society?
Companionship.
I can chime in. I don't do OnlyFans, but I can say I grew up when the internet was just getting started, and I think for many girls, young girls, they can learn about themselves, learn about their bodies.
I think that's disgusting, especially when you see how they've been pushing explicit content on young girls.
Why do you think it's disgusting? That means you're looking at them sexually. That's kind of weird.
Not all OnlyFans
showing.
No, I didn't say porn. I didn't say porn.
Inherently
not
sexual.
all OnlyFans is completely explicit. Some OnlyFans.
Well, I don't think they're
Wait, are you saying that young girls are going to OF to get sexual health education?
Some
Is that
might.
What?
No, some might.
No,
That's absurd.
That's not what
That's
she
absurd.
meant.
Some might.
I don't. Yeah, maybe
some might grow up in such a religious home that they're afraid to explore
that
themselves.
That is precisely my point. And that OnlyFans creates a pathway and a pipeline to normalizing commodifying your body and viewing sex through a very weird, very parasocial lens, that if that platform didn't exist, those people would not have access to the platform. Now, I'm sure all you sexually liberated, however you want to euphemize it, women would say, oh, that's so great that young women can sit there and when they're 16 because their evil Christian parents are like, don't have premarital sex. Oh, well,
I don't feel that way.
That's precisely the problem.
So let me ask you a question. How did you learn about sex?
I had sex ed in my class or my school that did nothing.
So isn't the internet basically a huge conglomerate of sex ed and all of the different avenues that one could educate themselves?
I'm not critiquing learning about sex. My critique is very specific to OnlyFans in the context of what she said, which is that the one-liner on why the elevator pitch for OnlyFans is that is, quote, great for commitment, and I think that is abjectly false. Right.
Companionship. People like to spend their time with me. I'm not always naked on there.
I think that's a sort of a siren song. I think it's a false flag in the sense that you're perpetuating this like lie, this frankly delusion in these guys' heads that they're in a relationship with you. You're privately chatting with them, right? You're giving them the girlfriend experience. That's the distinguishing factor between OnlyFans and but you're not ever actually giving them a meaningful relationship. You're just sort of stringing along the guy into thinking that they could potentially have something with you. Okay. And frankly, that's probably why you sit there and say you aren't seeing anyone, because that's a real critical part of your business.
Maybe that's better for him than nothing.
So let me bring up a point. What about Twitch? So a girl that's streaming on Twitch, she's not naked, and she's getting donations for hanging out with people. Then what are your thoughts on that?
Simps.
Yeah, I mean that. But
how is that different if I'm not naked on OnlyFans on my live?
I mean, people who watch my show, they're not watching me because they're lonely. They're watching because they want to watch political content.
Hot.
No, I'm a really good investigative reporter.
No, I'm sure you're very smart.
They don't watch, and I have been very careful to not have my job because of the way I look. But frankly, what you just said right there, I think is a perfect reflection of the OnlyFans mindset. I know you were half kidding when you said that, but that shows you that you've commodified me into the reason that I have my job is because of how I look. I have my job because I'm actually extremely well educated and I'm a very good investigative reporter. But from the OnlyFans mindset, you would only think that I have my job because of the way I look, because that's all you're valued for.
I'm not. But I didn't say that about you.
Also, I want to flip that. You're looking at us like that.
Well, because you guys are doing that to yourself.
No, I wasn't doing it to you.
Well, I'm going to look at you guys as people who commodify and exploit your bodies.
Immediately.
I do.
So the second you find out that we have fans, you're just like...
I think it speaks to your character.
Okay,
I do.
I get it.
Don't you think? I mean, I'm just like you probably think me working for Steve Bannon, who I don't know your politics, but you think that speaks to my character. I think what you choose your profession to be speaks to your character, right? That's not a judgmental. I mean, I guess it's judgmental definitionally, but that's not a judgmental with a pejorative connotation. I'm just holding you guys accountable for your actions. Just like if you guys don't like Trump, I'm sure you would hold me accountable for working for arguably the most MAGA, most pro-Trump podcast in the media ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
So I'm holding you guys accountable for what you do too. I just think what you do is considerably worse for the country, for society writ large. And I don't think you guys have really given me one actual reason as to why it's good.
Society. Well, society's
Christ
huge.
is Lord donated $100.
Thank you, man.
Listen to me very carefully. There is a reason why, for all of human history, for thousands of years, prostitution and selling yourself has mostly been viewed as shameful. Society is unraveling.
You say society's huge, but not with declining birth rates. And
I just think you're too attached to physical and material items, and I think you need to like touch grass and meditate.
I gotta comment on this.
Because you're just too attached to OnlyFans, girls. What is the
hold
obsession?
on. You said that you said Natalie is too attached to physical and material.
Yeah, because when you think about it,
but look at all the accessories
your
you have.
Your job is physical and material.
No, I know
Mine is intellectual and emotional.
I know it is.
You sell your body. I've never sold anything physical.
I know,
but
I believe that my soul is gonna reincarnate to the next life. So
can you reincarnate into a duck?
So yes, and my physical, my
got a
physical
duck coming up in your next
is
life.
not coming with me to the next life. That's
physical
what I
body not coming
in.
with you?
My body, no, just my soul.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here.
I respect all your points you're making. I just disagree, and you disagree with me. I disagree with you. That's why we're here.
Yeah, but I still don't think you guys have given like any defense of why OnlyFans is good for society.
Maybe they don't need to defend themselves.
That was my defense.
I do think you can use whatever word you want instead of defend, but I do, like, I can say what I do for work. I'm very proud to wake up every day and have the job I do. I think it's a net positive for society. Can you guys say that?
I mean, for my subscribers, yeah, I impact their life in a positive way.
Wait, just curious, how?
Yeah, I already said companionship. And I'm not selling a false girlfriend thing. It's the same as Twitch.
So you're their girlfriend?
Wait, I thought you were single. Oh, so you are you're dating multiple men.
That would be too much.
Wait,
it's not,
you are dating
I'm not
multiple.
selling
You're
a
dating your
girlfriend
OnlyFans
experience, but I compared it to Twitch already.
Wait, but you said your companionship, romantic companionship.
No, like
right?
I am companionship to my subs.
Romantically?
No.
So they're not romantically interested in you?
Well,
they're romantically.
They are.
But you're not in them.
Well, I'm not dating any of them. What is that like?
But then how is it? It's not actual companionship.
Like you can't romantic companionship.
It doesn't have to be romantic to be companionship. But my question I'm posing to you now is, do you think all you're good for is companionship? Because that's all that you've said in terms of quality that you bring to society.
Do you actually?
No, I'm not coming for you. No, I'm not coming for you.
What's one positive thing
No. But I think you sell yourself short when you do OnlyFans.
I mean, okay, so before I did this, I was in tech. So what did that do for society? That was like
more than what you're doing now, respectfully.
We could definitely have a debate. If a woman's going to school, should they become like a mainstream media journalist or dance creator, which is worse? But I don't know. I just think you're basically profiting off of like the lowest common denominator, which is your body, and the fact that you have that everyone on this platform has.
Barely? Did you say barely?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
I just think it's sort of like
there's guys who like smaller breasts.